Alright, so I'd mentioned hoping to make one or two slightly more interesting videos here. Just to show a bit of what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and what people think and all the rest of it. All that good stuff. So, obviously I've been working on the TR3. I've also got a TR4A, which I don't think anyone's seen yet. And I wanted to show you this little project I'm doing on that right now. So I'm just clearing out my spray booth, which is just part of the garage, obviously. Plastic sheeted off. Got a bonnet here that's been painted in the inside, a little tyre cover, tunnel, all that type of good stuff that's painted. So I'm going to just clear this out of the way and get the Surrey top in here just now. Cool, so now we're waxing grease removed. It's looking seriously shonky, looks almost green now. Waxing grease removed, ready to go. We're going to throw some primer at this. Okay, so there was a minor technicality. Turns out if you decide to highlight high points with a Sharpie, it's going to bleed through the primer I've decided to choose. So I didn't take any chances. I just removed the ugly spots, the Sharpie spots that were coming through. It's a bit of a pain, obviously. As you can see, sanded back through the filler, removed the filler that had the Sharpie marks in it. I used it to highlight high spots in the Sharpie and the filler and ugly spots in the filler. So I've gone back through, sanded it off. It's created a bit of an ugly surface, obviously, but you know, I'm not too worried. This is more just an experiment, more just a mess around session, just to getting something done. But yeah, I'll bring you back as progress happens. If only they could be as effective with sandpaper as they are at just getting in the way all the time. Okay, so it's now wet, sanded flat. There's definite rough spots on this, but it's fiberglass. I knew it had rough spots, that's why I got a good price on it. So yeah, next stop, paint. Okay, so this little painting task is turned into a major pain in the ass. Okay, there's actually some sun here in Oregon today, which is kind of weird, unlike the rest of the country where it's snowing. So you can see the Surrey top, and you can see the spot that's caused me the problem. So you might even be able to see the white paint that's on there. So last night I threw some white, the sun's caused me grief, which is nice. I threw some base coat on there and I got a blister. Well, I woke up this morning to blister paint, so, oh god. So I figured what we'd do is sand it back, sand it off and repaint it. So, hang on cat, down you come. So I did that and it just blistered right back. So I'm back through to the glass fibre, which you can see is black. You can see the rest of it, I mean it's rough, but you know, it's more of a project than anything else. You can maybe see on this is primer. This is just high build primer, this grey stuff. You can maybe see there's like brown coming through. I've got a horrible feeling some resin that's in that glass fibre is causing this to bubble. I don't understand why it would only be on this one point. That's the only thing I don't quite understand. But here we go, this is going to be the third time I've gone back. This won't sand off very well, so I'm figuring that's well attached. Even though I'm seeing that brown sort of colour come through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go reprime this. I'm actually going to let it sit outside for probably the rest of today and then try and reprime it tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, the 4th of March I think. So I'm going to try and reprime this tomorrow so that this is absolutely bone dry, just in case that's causing problems. And then we'll have to sand back the base coat that's on there, rebase and clear. Okay, here's hoping. Okay, so we managed to get the blue on, the white on, everything painted. But this hardtop is killing me. I don't know if you can make it out because it's actually quite bright in here, but it's quite hard to see what that is. Yeah, it looks like brake fluid's been sitting on that part of the paint. There's a little bit there. I had to sand out the lumps in the white till I was blue in the face. I've done it about 5 times. I am not sanding that out. No way, no how. I'm going to clear coat it and I'm going to use it. I'm going to paint this TR4 or 4A powder blue at some point in the next 2 or 3 years anyway. So I'm not, well that's totally out of focus isn't it? I'm not super worried. This glass fibre, it's not like it's going to rust. But my god, that's frustrating. So frustrating. I think the resins or something in the fiberglass itself must have been the problem. Because this thing has been cleaned and sanded and cleaned and sanded and greased and waxed and sanded and cleaned and I just don't know. Don't know, but it's getting there. Final reveal to come, and then we'll be looking good. So I'm done, and it's super rough, but it's done. It's finished. It's good enough for now. Obviously, it's the Scotland flag. got my fan there extracting all the fumes. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. There's a lot of dirt in it, which, you know, looks good from like 5-10 feet away, but if you get super up close, which I'm not going to do, I mean, it doesn't really matter, there's a lot of dirt in it, and for some reason, bugs, flies, mosquitoes, whatever, must just have an irresistible attraction to freshly painted surfaces. But that's it, that's cleared, it's fresh, it's done, I'm quite pleased with that. So onwards and upwards, I'll get this posted, comments, all that good stuff, always appreciated. And yeah, marching onwards and upwards.